my channel. It is your girl, Dutchie! And today's video is going to be dedicated to giving advice to my younger queer self. And let me tell you, figuring out my sexuality was a lengthy process, and I have learned so much about myself in the past 4+ years. And there is also so much I wish I knew back then that would have helped ease the anxiety and internalized biphobia that I experienced quite frequently. I figured a lot of you may be going through similar struggles or questioning the same things that I was, so I'm hoping this video can help answer some questions or ease some of your stresses that you may have regarding your sexuality or coming out. And before we get into this one, I would like to thank Lelo for sponsoring this video. Lelo is a sexual wellness brand with a huge focus on pleasure, safety, and consent. Sexy. Lelo has shown a lot of support for the LGBTQ+ community, and they're even hosting their own virtual pride, which you guys can get involved in. Lelo is encouraging young queer people like myself and you guys to share your own stories in their Dear Younger Queer Self competition. And this is where you guys can have the chance to share what you've learned from past experiences like I will be doing in this video. And most importantly, this allows you to share your knowledge and life experience with other young queers about the things you wish you had known when you were a young queer. I will leave a link to this competition in the description box below if you would like to participate. I've decided to give my contribution in video form by filming this video for you guys. Dear Younger Queer Self. So I was 19, nearly 20, when I first started discovering that maybe I wasn't straight. I was actually in a long-term relationship with a guy at the time. We were each other's firsts for a lot of things and had been together since high school. And basically one morning I woke up from an extremely vivid dream that involved myself and another girl, if you know what I mean. I spoke to my boyfriend about it as soon as he woke up, and all I remember is both of us kind of being like, lol, that's weird. And didn't really think anything else of it until I kept having these recurring sex dreams with females. I again was open and honest about it with my boyfriend, basically sat him down one afternoon and said, look, I think my subconscious is trying to tell me something here. We've been together for quite some time. Why don't we take a break, experiment, and be with other people for a while? As it turned out, he was actually on a very similar page. He was just as willing to do this and thought some time apart from each other could do a world of good for us. So that's what we did. And I soon discovered that sleeping with women and dating women was something I enjoyed doing as much as I did with guys. I won't lie though, I definitely went through a state of confusion and really couldn't figure out whether I was bisexual or a lesbian for a while. Now I think this was purely because I was so fixated on this newfound attraction that I had for women, so much so that my attraction or conscious attraction to men seemed to just fly out the door. And let me tell you, I experienced a lot of internalized biphobia. And sometimes I still do, but nowhere near as much as I used to. Knowing what I know now, I wouldn't put as much pressure on myself for not being sure of who I was or for being confused about my sexuality. So here are some things I wish I could go back and tell myself when I was questioning my sexuality. Dear Younger Queer Self, this will run its course, and I promise you will figure yourself out eventually. So enjoy what you're doing, and don't overthink every move you make or question why you do. Your thoughts, feelings, and emotions are valid. Sexuality is extremely fluid, and bisexuality itself is on a spectrum, and it does not matter how much you are attracted to one gender or how much you are attracted to another. You are valid in identifying with the term bisexual and always will be. And finally, you are bisexual no matter who you date. When you're dating a woman, you are still bisexual. When you are dating a man, you are still bisexual. If you are single, you are still bisexual, and don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. I'm proud of how far I've come and how I am able to help some of you guys come to terms with your sexualities too. There is nothing more rewarding than receiving comments or messages from you guys saying that my videos have helped you in some way, shape, or form. In saying this, Lelo is also encouraging queer folk to share their favorite pride moments from the past on Insta. If you have a special photo or moment in mind and would like to participate, then head to Instagram, post your fave photo, and hashtag This is why I'm proud, and Lelo will be reposting and circulating these posts through their own social media channels throughout Pride Month, which is super cool. And right about now, I'm going to share some photos and footage from my first Mardi Gras. So earlier this year, I was invited to be on a float at not only my first ever Pride event, but Mardi Gras. And it was an absolutely insane day, night, weekend that I will never forget and cherish forever. And being surrounded by so many like-minded queer individuals made me so proud to be who I am and filled me with so much joy and love. Now that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks again to Lelo for sponsoring this video. And again, if you guys would like to participate in their Dear Younger Queer Self competition, then you can visit any of the links in my description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, then please make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!